What you see today does not only depend on what you look at, but it also depends on where you're from. Life is all about perspective, and reality is a question of perspective. Allow us to paint the South African reality from our perspective, our victories from our battles, as we fully encapsulate the stories of our people, as we share with you a journey about how we as Enactus UKZN seize the moment in South Africa, and how we found a way to engineer opportunities for our people to survive while the country experiences superseding rates of unemployment. The meaning of progress has never been more significant to us. Through our work, we have turned a rock into bread, and we continue to be the difference to our people.
Moments are fleeting and can often be lost. It is said that leaders are made by their ability to seize the moments when the leadership vacuum beckons. Going back to distill what it means to seize the moment, a group of students thought, how can we improve the livelihoods in our community? And in that moment, everything changed.
Many South Africans in rural and peri-urban areas survive on farming. But the agricultural economy has limited opportunities for emerging farmers and disadvantaged communities. The lack of a strong support system from the industry has led to them coming together to form cooperatives. However, their failure rate is as high as 88%, which contributes to our national unemployment rate of nearly 44%, the highest in the world.
We conducted various needs assessments that revealed that small-scale farmers and agricultural cooperatives often fail due to internal and external vulnerabilities. As part of our research, we consulted with one of the largest business chambers in South Africa, the National African Federated Chamber of Commerce and Industry, NAFCOC. They affirmed that these vulnerabilities include poor governance, lack of financial support, lack of agricultural knowledge, and business management skills.
We then rolled up our sleeves and embarked on a mission to better the lives of our people. This journey led us to Mpangeni, Mtubatub, Umbumbul, and 17 other communities in the province of KwaZulu-Natal who were battling with the collateral damage of our failing economy.
Ubuntu Social Enterprise is an agribusiness solution that aims to achieve inclusive and sustainable local economic growth through cultivating and accelerating smallholder and agricultural businesses. To achieve this, we use a three-pillared model: agricultural education, agricultural practices, and business development.
We saw that South Africa, like other countries, will not develop without well-educated people. An educated and healthy agricultural labor force can provide food security and improved nutrition, resulting in economic development and sustained agricultural production, which is why our first pillar, agricultural education, focuses on educating and giving agricultural skills training to small-scale and cooperative farming businesses.
With the belief that if we want to go far, we must go together, we formed solid partnerships with Tautele Agricultural College of South Africa, TATSA, an agricultural institution that provides training and accreditation for farming, which equipped 19 of our team members to be accredited facilitators. We also partnered up with AgriSeta, a government training authority that provides funding for agricultural training programs.
23 of our farmers from Umbumbulu received accreditation and successfully graduated from our plant production skills program. More than half of these farmers had no formal education.
This program has enabled our farmers to implement improved farming techniques, which have mitigated the risk of disease-infected crops, allowed them to produce quality crops, and empowered them to seek innovative farming techniques. 8 of these farmers are currently going various learning and assessments to receive higher accreditation for their prior farming knowledge.
Igama lami Desmond Makhanya. Le course lena isisize kakhulu, yabuyisa ukuzethemba in a way ukuthi abanye aba-attender they've started their farmers. We are able now to send farming communities aid. We have started farming in a large scale using the information, because eco-opium isi-trust mina because of our skills and our talent. When we apply for our funding, our bank, they don't trust us if you don't have anything. So for us, since we acquired our skills from KZN Enactus, so it's easy for us to get the funding.
It's moments like these that spark a flame, forging bridges for our beneficiaries to keep their dreams alive.
We further implemented an ongoing animal production learnership with 20 unemployed young people. In a country like South Africa, where more than half of the population lives below the poverty line, we saw that these students would require financial assistance to sustain themselves for the duration of the program. These students have collectively received over $13,000 in the form of stipend.
We also partnered with Tsolo Agricultural World Development Institute, TARDI, a tertiary education institution providing academic and practical skills training in animal health and sustainable rural development. This resulted in another 45 unemployed young people being registered to start a mixed farming learnership involving both plant and animal production for later this year.
That is 45 more unemployed young people who are going to receive an education while earning an income. Education remains the most powerful and fundamental tool for societal transformation, and this pillar achieves just that. Previously, our beneficiaries used traditional farming methods which are threatened by the changing environment. With that, we then drew inspiration from Benjamin Franklin, who once said, "Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I learn."
The second pillar, agricultural practices, aims to assist farmers with efficient farming methods such as sack farming and vermitechnology, which enables them to optimize their land and increase their yields and produce quality crops while saving space, time, and also key resources.
We should instill agricultural skills in children so that they may grow up to be the leaders of tomorrow. We therefore implemented an innovative farming method we pioneered in our country, sack farming, with 96 beneficiaries including learners, parents, and teachers from Eqiniso Primary School. We did this in partnership with Baobab Durban under their My Little Pumpkin project, an environmental initiative for children.
With the school having an environmental club, the children could now independently practice sack farming in their school garden and possibly contribute to the school's feeding scheme.
Upon seeing changes in parts of the communities we had worked with, a group of 11 farmers reached out to us, looking to implement this very method with them. This venture was subsidized by Harmony Gold Mining Company and profits made from our partnerships with Baobab Durban, ensuring a sustained continuation of our business model.
After the successful implementation with Baobab Durban, we are now looking at expanding our agricultural practices pillar to include hydroponics in more schools. We empower our people to farm better, combat climate change while practicing sustainable living.
The third and final pillar of Ubuntu Social Enterprise is business development, which focuses on upskilling our beneficiaries on key aspects of entrepreneurship, such as governance and commercialization. This pillar seeks to build and enhance their capacity to efficiently run their businesses in order for them to cement themselves in our country's economic growth.
So in partnership with Similar Consulting, Ubuntu Social Enterprise worked with 90 businesses in 17 different communities, providing various training workshops. Some businesses took their learning further by being mentored in bookkeeping, compliance, marketing, as well as crop production management. From this partnership, we generated a revenue of over $6,000, which is more than the previous total enterprise revenue, increasing activity in our local economy.
As Enactus UKZN, through our journey of touching and changing lives, we have one story. A story that truly embodies the essence of entrepreneurial leadership. The story of one black woman, Sizakele Mkhulu.
Umam Sizakele, a success story of Ubuntu Social Enterprise, is one of the 23 plant production graduates from Umbumbulu. After graduating from our agricultural education program and undergoing our business development program, she has now grown from being a general farm worker with no equivalent substantive accreditation and now owning her own successful business, which has created employment for 3 other women.
Sisasebenza emasimini. Imali esasiyenza yayithatha isikhathi eside. Kwakuwukuthi after 3 months sizothola noma 2,000. Kwaba ukuthi kuba khona i-training yamabhizinisi organizelo Enactus. After yona ba decide ukuthi no ngizovula i-baker. Akubanga lula ukuliqala ibhizinisi ngoba sasingenazo izinto eziningi zokusebenza. Kodwa sasebenza sazama ukuthi sisebenze khona kungelula kunjalo. Imali esasiyenza siqala mhlawumbe sasenza u200 ngosuku. Nje kwaya manje impilo isishintshe kakhulu. Ngokuthi ngenyanga siyawenza plus or minus 10 uma kungekho busy. Uma kubusy mhlawumbe ku plus or minus 20,000 uma kubusy. Ukusebenzisana Enactus kube impumelelo enkulu kakhulu. Kuyishintshela impilo yami. Ngoba ngigcine sengifeza iphupho lami lokuthi ngiqhubeke nebaking.
Umam Sizakele is one of the many lives we've touched that are testament to our constant drive for entrepreneurial leadership, prosperity, and innovation. We know their names, we know their stories, we understand that through the most difficult times, it is the courage to continue that counts.
This Enactus here, with a business model that has been tried, tested, and now being replicated.
We changed the lives of over 1,200 people,
Empowered 130 women and children,
Given 88 lives access to quality and equitable education.
supported over 90 small businesses in 17 different communities,
giving access to job opportunities and a paid learnership valued at over $13,000.
This was achieved through partnering with 10 governmental and non-governmental organizations.
In just 1 year, we increased our revenue by over 600% to over $35,000, promoting inclusive and sustainable economic growth.
A further 200 school children will be taught sustainable farming practices in the next year.
We will expand to over 150 businesses, including street vendors, by next year.
An additional 45 unemployed young people are going to receive quality accredited education later this year.
At this rate, we see our revenue growing to at least $200,000 in the next year.
Hailing from South Africa, we are
Enactus UKZN.